Burk. I'm the director of the band up here. We're going to play 3 songs for you this morning. The first song is called Americans We, and it's a very, very famous march by Henry Fillmore. We hope you enjoy Americans We. Based on a French book, just over there a little way. It's very good. We hope you enjoy it. And we want to teach you a little bit of Texan, because we're from Texas, and we want to teach you a very, very famous Texas word. So whenever you are in Spain, how do you say hello? Hola. Okay? When you are in America or in the United States, how do you say hello? Hello. Okay? When you are in Texas, a very, very common way to say hello is howdy. Okay, let me hear you say howdy. Howdy. Okay, now you have to add one more word. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, y'all. One more time. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, y'all. You have to say with a big old smile. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, y'all. There you go. So when you see your mom and dad after school, you got to say, howdy, y'all. Can we play one more song for you? This song is by an American composer, and he wrote it about a very, very famous Spanish painter. How many of you have heard of Pablo Picasso? Okay. We have heard of Pablo Picasso too, and we think his paintings are fabulous. We study them in America, and in fact, many of our students have taken lots of art lessons and art history classes, and he is a very, very famous painter. So, we have a piece of music, and the title is called Pablo, and the piece talks about the stages of his life. So the first part of the song is about his birthplace in Malaga. Did I say it correctly? Malaga? Okay. The second part of the song talks about Picasso's blue period. And he had a friend that died, a very, very good friend, and he was very sad, so that most of his paintings were in the blue period, okay? And then the next part of the song talks about Picasso's rose period, where he's a little bit happier. And then the next part of the song is the Cubist, which is maybe he's very, very famous for, Cubist time of his painting. And then the last part of the song talks about Pablo Picasso's love of the bullfight. So we hope you enjoy Pablo. share with you some of the instruments that we have in the band up here. So I would like to take you kind of through those. They're divided into three groups. The first group is the woodwinds, and I'll take you through those first. The second group will be the brass, and I'll take you through those next. And the last group is the percussion. So we'll start with the woodwinds, the first group. The first instrument is flute. Andy, would you stand up? Okay, so this is the flute, and you make a sound by blowing across the hole. Would you just play a okay? And the way that you change the notes and make them go higher or lower is you add fingers. Okay, so all right, play a little bit. The next instrument that we would like to show you is the clarinet. And the clarinet makes a sound by blowing across a reed. Did you show that around? A reed is a very, very thin slice of bamboo cane, and it vibrates very, very fast, and that's what makes the sound of the clarinet. And then she will also move her fingers down or up to change notes. Okay? All right. Are in the woodwind family, is the bass clarinet, which is very similar to the clarinet, but it's much bigger and it plays much lower. So here's the sound of the bass clarinet. Good, so much lower. So the next set of instruments are the saxophones, and we have three sizes of saxophones: small, medium, and large. Okay? We call the small one alto saxophone. Hold that up. Okay? This is the alto saxophone, and we have a medium, which is tenor saxophone, a little bigger, and then we have large, which is called bari saxophone. instruments were in which family?
Woodwind.
The woodwind. Bueno. Okay, brass. So we have brass instruments now. The first instrument is the trumpet. Would you hold up the trumpet? The trumpet makes its sound by blowing in a mouthpiece. Everyone do this. Okay, we have a room full of trumpet players. Hold up your mouthpiece. So this is the mouthpiece, and we'll do our lips like that, and then this is the sound of the trumpet. Would you stand up and play? And if they want to change the notes, make them go higher or lower, they will move their fingers. Okay, you guys got it. The next instrument in the brass family is the French horn. Right. So this is Daniel, and the French horn mouthpiece. Same thing, do the lips, blow into the French horn, and if he wants to change notes, he pushes the buttons there. Okay? Recognize that song? It's Mozart. Anybody heard of Mozart?
Oh.
Yes, it's Mozart. Okay, very good. Trombone. So the next instrument is trombone. Go with the mouthpiece. Again, the mouthpiece, and you blow through that with the lips. And this time, go ahead and play that. This time, if you want to change the notes, you move the slide. Okay, and the last instrument that we have in the brass family is the biggest instrument. It's the tuba. Again with the lips, you do the lips and the mouthpiece. A little bit bigger. Okay, so here's what the tuba sounds like. Miss Martin was telling me that you are studying sometimes the blues and jazz. And jazz is very, very popular in America. We do, our students study also jazz. And Will, our tenor saxophone player, is going to play a little bit of jazz blues scales for you on his tenor saxophone. At the back are in the percussion family. So we had woodwinds, brass, and now we're on to percussion. And there's lots of different instruments in the percussion. I think you're familiar with some of the glockenspiels and the bell sets and the xylophone and maybe the organ instruments. And we're going to start over here with the vibraphone. It's metal, and this is what the vibraphone sounds like. Very similar to the vibraphone is the xylophone. Its bars are made of wood, so it has a little bit of a different sound. different accessory percussion instruments. And the first one is the suspended cymbal. Pull that music down so they can see off this one. This is called crash cymbals. Snare drum. The instrument next to that is called bass drum. This is what it sounds like. The next instrument is called temple blocks. Play the thing. In the percussion family is the timpani. You may know them as kettle drums, but timpani. Okay? Thank you very much for letting us play. Thank you for the invitation to come and perform for you. We've had a really, really grand time, and we hope you enjoy the concert. Thank you very much.